Hey guys, it's Lauren, and today's video is going to be how to tame / bond with your guinea pig. And I just wanted to say that bonding can be hard and it will take time. And I feel like I've made this video has been requested a lot in the past. I don't know by who, just by heart, but I know that when I especially first had Dakota, since me and him had such a great bond with each other, everyone kept asking me to do a bonding video. And I've recorded it many times, but I've just never really posted it in the past. And then once I've been with my experience with Theodore as well, he has a complete different personality than Dakota. They are different breeds. He's very complete opposite than Dakota. And I feel like I've learned from both of their personalities because Dakota's just really easygoing and he's been outgoing ever since he was little. And Theodore has been more timid and skittish and shy than Dakota was. And I just want to teach you guys how to break that shyness and just how to really bond with your guinea pigs, because even with Dakota it did take time because he was still skittish when he was a baby. So I'm just going to get straight into this and get to the point of this video, and I hope this helps you guys out. I want to say also that it is never too late to start bonding with your guinea pig. If you've had your guinea pig for a year or something and you guys just you don't just have that level with your guinea pig like you may with your dog or your cat or something, a different animal. When you walk in the door and your dog just comes and swarms you with kisses and hugs and stuff and wags its tail, you may not have that kind of relationship with your guinea pig, and I just wanted to help you guys out. So it's never too late to start, because I feel like even when they're babies and you bond when they're babies, then it might help you in the future, you just keep getting closer. But even if they're grown guinea pig, you still can use these tools and still bond with them. So my first tip would be feeding them with your hand. If you have a carrot or something, to feed them with your hand by sticking your hand in the cage and feeding them the carrot out of your hand, because then they're going to notice that when your hand's in the cage or something, it's doing something good and not trying to hurt them, because they may be scared of your hand because it may look very creepy to them, since we're giants to them and we're reaching into their house and trying to touch them and stuff. So doing the small things by feeding with your hand, even just resting your hand in the cage, letting them smell your hand can help as well. But I definitely recommend, with my guinea pigs, both of them, when I first got them, the day I brought them home, I offered them vegetables as soon as they were home, and I'd feed the lettuce out of my hand and the carrots out of my hand and just stuff like that. And that really helped them a lot, because then they realized from the beginning that my hand is trying to do good and not trying to hurt them. So yeah, Theodore's coming over and smelling the tripod. Hi, baby. Hello. So yeah, just like I said, that's what I did. I fed them apples out of my hand, all of their vegetables, until they were ready for the next step. I fed all of their vegetables out of hand instead of just throwing it in their cage, because I wanted them to feel safe around me. Obviously, if they wouldn't take it out of my hand, just keep trying. And feeding them treats out of your hand, just keep trying the hand thing, because then they're going to realize that you were trying to do good. You're not trying to scare them or hurt them. You definitely don't forget to just stick your hand in their cage, letting them come up to you and smelling your hand, because then they're going to smell you and know that you have good intentions and stuff. So definitely do that. And I always do this. I always just sit down in front of them, even when they were babies and I first got them. I still do this to this day. I'll just sit by their cage and just talk to them, give them the little baby talk. I talk to them even if they're sleeping in their little house. I'll still talk to them, because then they're knowing your voice. And if you're speaking in a friendly voice and you're being friendly to them and talking to them in the baby talk, I just feel like it helps as well for that bonding experience. So that way they know still that you're friendly. You're not speaking in a loud, deep voice. And definitely while bonding, this should be anyway, have your guinea pigs in a more quiet room. So I have my guinea pigs in my room because my room's upstairs, and really I'm barely ever in my room, and when I am, I'm just sitting or sleeping or something. or filming like a video or something, but I'm not loud in my room. So having them in a quiet area can definitely help, because then they're not going to be so skittish and scared. Great. That was such a good shot, Theodore, and you just walk away. The next tip I have to say is every time you walk in the room to say their name, like just be like for instance, for my guinea pigs, I'll walk in and be like, Theodore, Dakota, like I just say their name because it helps them learn their name. And also, like, ew, don't eat my dry body, you little stinker. So by just calling them by name, I think it helps them learning their name, and also helps them like knowing that you're nice by like, I don't know, I always do that. And now my guinea pigs, when I call their name, they come to me. Like, they'll run up to the edge of their cage and come to me and week at me and try to talk to me. And when I talk to them, they will week, like, I call it weeking, but like squeaking or whatever you want to call it. They will do that to me whenever I talk to them. So I definitely really recommend doing those. So I just want to show you an example of me calling them by name and them coming, just to show you. If they cooperate, they might not because they're on camera, because they can be weird like that. Dakota, come here. Come here, Dakota. Hi, Bubby. Theodore, come here. Hi. Hi, Bubby. Come here. Good boy. Can I pet you? Aw, you're such a good boy. Hi, Cody. Hi, baby. Dakota, Theodore, come here. Come on, Dakota. Come here. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Cody. Come here. Theodore, come here. Come on, Theo. Hi, Cody. As you can see, Theodore didn't really cooperate because he wanted to sleep, but he did look at me. But Dakota came, and my guinea pigs always usually come when I call them by name. Right now, they're probably like, why are you calling me? You're sitting right by me. But like when I'm on my bed and I call them, they'll like run out of their house and like come up and start talking to me. So I think it's part of the bonding. I just think it's cute to do, and also like helps them learn. Okay, the next step would have to be to petting them. I think that is a step that takes time to get to, because they still might be like scared of you. Like even Theodore, he only lets me pet him a few times. He doesn't always let me pet him. Come here. Come show them. Come show them. Come here, Theo. Theodore, come here. See, will he let me pet him? He doesn't really like being pet. And some guinea pigs really just don't like being touched. And Theodore is one of them. He usually does not like being touched at all. He doesn't like it. I don't know. I've heard about other guinea pigs too that just don't like being touched. It's completely fine if they don't like being touched, because like Theodore, he's still really nice and we still have bonding, but he just doesn't like being touched that much. He'll only let me touch him. You see, he just doesn't like being touched. And that is completely fine. It's not usually that they're always scared. Like sometimes they just don't like it. Dakota loves being pet. And yeah, so this just takes time to get to. So I'd recommend repeating the first tips and steps that I gave you and then moving on to this. And you can keep trying to do this. I just don't want you like forcing them and like shoving your hand on them. You have to do it really slow. Move your hand very slow to them and usually just stroke them up the nose. Definitely don't pet full body yet, because that is can be uncomfortable for them and scary. So definitely don't do that yet. But just keep taking slow. Just take baby steps till you get to that point where you can be after a while and they're comfortable with being pet, then you can try picking them up. But again, I would just keep repeating the same steps of petting them, feeding them with your hand, talking to them, all of those steps I said in the beginning. Just keep repeating those steps. And then it does, like I said, this takes time. This takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. It's not really like a dog where as soon as you adopt it, it like loves you. Guinea pigs are different. They're more of shy and skittish animals. So you really have to put effort in time and take slow baby steps. Don't try to go from feeding them by hand and then trying to hold them the next day. Like, do not do that. That is going to freak them out. They are not going to like it at all. So definitely take it slow, but if you keep repeating the processes and you feel like they are good to be held and you feel like you're on that level with them where you can just pick them up, I would recommend petting them first and then trying to pick them up, because if you just go straight to picking them up, they're going to be really scared. Like, my guinea pigs still are like that. Like, if I just try to go straight in and pick them up, they're going to run from me and hide. Guinea pigs will most likely always do that. So I always pet them on the nose for a little bit, and then I would take my hand slowly underneath their belly and then, you know, pick them up. And make sure when you're holding them as well, like, always to be supporting the bottom. Like, just support the whole body of the guinea pig. Don't be holding them like a football or strangling them or anything. So just, yeah. There's other videos on YouTube of how to hold a guinea pig. So just watch those. But, yeah, know how to properly hold them before you try to pick them up as well, because you can really scare them or hurt them, because they are very fragile animals. After you get past the stage of being able to hold them, just take them out every once in a while and set up a little playpen in your room. Take them outside if it's a nice day. Make sure you're doing it safely. I have an old video on my channel of taking your guinea pigs outside, so you can definitely go and watch that. But definitely make sure you're doing that safely, and do your research on taking guinea pigs outside before you just take them and set them in your grass. Set up a playpen, all that. You can just take them into a new area. Like, if they're in your room, like mine, take them downstairs into a safe area, set up a playpen, and just let them explore a little bit and put some new toys in there. Just make it a fun little exploring activity, and just play with them. Just, like, taking them out and having playtime is really crucial, because it also very much helps them from getting out of their shy stage. You don't want to do playtime all the time, because you can overwhelm them, so just maybe do it every once in a while. I rarely ever do playtime anymore. I don't know, I just haven't had the time to do it lately. And setting up a playpen for me and all that stuff takes a lot of time. And their cage is basically a playpen, because it's pretty big. It's 6 feet. So I can just come up, open the door. As you can see, it's open right now. Whoops. So I can just open the door and then play with them that way and put in some new toys and stuff. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out, and like I said in the beginning and a lot in this video, that this is going to take a lot of time. It took me not as long for Dakota, probably about 4 months for Dakota, so it took a while. It was just 4 months, but for Theodore it took I think it took like 6 months, which is a very long time, but I kept repeating the processes and it just worked. And I did it with Theodore. I think it took longer because he was more shy than Dakota. And not that me and Dakota weren't bonding. Like, me and Dakota bonded in probably like 2 months, but we still weren't on that level of where I could pet him and take him out with him being okay. He still was very scared of being held and stuff, but he was on all the other levels with me. So it takes a lot of time. And with Theodore, I think it took him longer, because at the same time that I was trying to bond with him, I was trying to bond him with Dakota. And let me know if you guys would like to see a video on how to bond 2 guinea pigs together, because I could help you with that. How bonding your guinea pigs, because my friends always ask me when they get a new guinea pig how to bond them, because my guinea pigs are so well bonded. Not that they don't fight that much, like, they still fight, but it's never like a very physical fight. Like, it may just be it's just dominance. Normal stuff. So yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions and I will answer them. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.